Spencer's point about Batman and Superman dealing with each other's violence and the way that it affects them was really interesting. I actually haven't thought about that with this movie before because really the whole movie is about violence and like how how an individual chooses when to be violent, right? Like Superman committed like I mean arguably genocide in Man of Steel in order to like stop Zod from terraforming Earth and literally killing everyone. But in the process, like he, as a Kryptonian, didn't really have to deal with the immediate fallout of those actions, whereas Batman did. But like Superman has to, as Spencer said, indirectly deal with like his like moral offense at Batman's version of justice, even though one would argue that Batman's justice is like more just than Superman's was because Batman is branding, you know, criminals and not just like thieves, but like, you know, really bad dudes. And inflicting his version of justice upon them. But then you could even take it another level and look at the movie's villain, Lex. Lex's whole motivation comes from the fact that he couldn't deal with his father's violence against him because his father was abusive towards him as a kid, and his affront with Superman is that um, here Superman is saving people from crazy genocidal maniacs, but Superman can't save anybody from the violence that occurs within humanity and within a father-son relationship. And Lex is like, why would you claim to be a god figure? Because I know God is not real, and you are not a god. Is basically his qualm with Superman. And that is not the most cinematic motivation for a villain, but I think it's really interesting and really different. And it's not something that we see in other superhero movies as a motivation for any character. And I think that's really interesting. Spencer really just helped me crystallize, I think, what the message of the movie is.